Oh yes, Amadeus doing a great job here. And ladies and gentlemen, here at the Kiss and Cry area, the decisive field of play, the decisive box. On this stage, there will be, every time after each block, a new wrestle pinned on the big screen. And here, ladies and gentlemen, and that's a big honor for us, because she is the State Secretary for Sport of Austria. Michaela Schmidt is joining us tonight. Michaela Schmidt, thank you very much for your coming. The State Secretary of Sport in Austria. It's the very first time that we host a Synchronized Skating World Championship. Michaela, you entered the arena. How does it feel being part of the highest level of this sport?
Yeah, first of all, a very warm welcome to my beautiful hometown, Salzburg. I sincerely apologize for the weather, but it's Salzburg.
You were born here, that's
yes,
right.
In the Salzburg arena, right on the banks of the Salzach. This is our home for the next 2 days. It's day one of the ISU Synchronized Skating World Championships 2026. My name's Chris Howarth. Delighted to have your company here. What a great venue it is. And I've got to say, I couldn't be more pleased to be sat alongside somebody who's a former competitor at these World Championships and currently the assistant coach of the Miami University team here in the USA. Welcome along, Sammy Levine.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here, Chris. Thank you so much for having me. It's going to be a great event today on the world stage.
It certainly is. We've got 22 teams ready to battle it out here. We've got the short program coming up for you over the next 3 hours. The afternoon will be split into 4 groups. We've got 3 resurfaces. You can see the atmosphere building all the time. It's a seeded draw, so all the big guns going in the final group. And just to put it into perspective, it's Les Suprêmes, the team that have been champions 3 times, that have the highest score this season going into this. But the Helsinki Rockettes from Finland, who are 4 times champions, the reigning world champions. They're a little bit behind at the moment going into this, but you can't rule them out, can you? It's going to be a battle royal. There's nothing between the top teams.
Absolutely. The last group tonight has fierce competition and a lot to prove for all of them, so it's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, so the Rockettes, Supreme, Team Unique from Finland as well. They were the champions back in 2013. And the Haydenettes, who have been on the podium 7 times. They were bronze medalists last year. It's going to be tough for them to get on the podium, we think, this year. They need a really good short program today, don't they?
Yeah, they'll definitely have to have clean skates this weekend, but anything is possible. They're consistent and strong.
Yep, Finland have been the most successful country over the years. They've had 32 medals in the World Championships. They've been 10 times the champions. Sweden have had 12 medals, 6 times champions, and Canada, of course, very, very strong as well. They've won the title 5 times, and amazingly, as we look at the running order here, it seems incredible to me to think that Team USA have never won the World Championships.
Well, maybe this is the year.
It could be. It could be, but they're going to have to skate their socks off, that's for sure. And there you can see the running order. It couldn't be more exciting. The panel of judges sat down there. You can see they're slightly higher off the boards than they would be in a regular figure skating event. And that gives the panel of judges the opportunity to see the patterns out on the ice.
Yeah, they're certainly spread out, so they'll each get their own specific point of view while they're watching.
Great venue. First time that the World Championships has been in Austria.
Und nun begrüßen Sie bitte unser
The
erstes
organising
Team
committee here have
aus
done
Spanien.
such a great job as we're ready to get underway. What a moment for these young skaters. It's a team that's participated in the World Championships before. They competed last year. They're the Spanish national champions. Finished in 19th place last year. Just warming up. Important moments for them as they come out onto the ice, get their skating legs on.
Yeah, hopefully they can get down into their ankles and knees right away. Just find their ground, find their balance.
Yeah, for a lot of the skaters, the worst part is when you're stood off the ice waiting to go on and you just want to get your blades on the ice.
Yeah, and you can tell the crowd just wants to kick off this event too.
Well, the scene's set for a fascinating short program here in Salzburg. They look ready. Hope you are as well at home. It's going to be a fascinating 3 hours or so of synchronized skating here. And we've said it many times before, you cannot win the event in the short program, but boy, oh boy, you can get yourself in a situation to lose it and get yourself out of contention. And of course, the early teams, they're not battling for podium places. They've all got different horizons here. But for some teams, it's all about experience. This team just soaking up the atmosphere. There's the panel of judges. You can see the technical panel behind them. And that's it. We're just about ready to get underway with the first team. We've got 5 teams before the first ice resurface.
From Spain, Team Fusion.
Here we go. Big moment for them. There'll be some nerves off the ice there. But we're ready to get underway. This is Team Fusion for Spain. We wish them all the best of luck.
Or the distance, no bounds between our hearts. We're connected from the breeze, kissing your cheek, to the gentle smile of a stranger.
Very innovative entry feature there into the spin. Very rapid ice coverage here in the traveling element.
Back where you belong. Back where you belong.
Well, that's a super way to start our coverage of this short program here in Salzburg. They look pleased with it. I think the team will be pretty pleased. A couple of bobbles here and there, but remember, you're looking at a team here who finished in 19th place last year at the World Championships. And that was not a bad start for them at all. Just worth mentioning the box on the top left-hand corner of your screen that has the little red boxes in. That's just indicating that the element has got a negative grade of execution from the judges. Doesn't mean it's illegal or anything like that. So you're looking for green boxes in there. If you can get all green boxes, you've got positive GOEs, and that's what the teams are looking for. But got to say, it wasn't a bad start for this team.
No, absolutely. Team Fusion kicking us off at the 2026 ISU Synchronized Skating World Championships. It is not easy to skate first in the short program event. There's tons of buzz in the arena, and they handled it really well.
Yeah, really good atmosphere, as there always is in these events. And that helps the skaters, that's for sure. Look now at some of the highlights throughout that short program.
From the breeze, kissing your cheek to the
So you can see a couple downgrades throughout their technical call. As we look forward, you can expect to see the later on teams going for a level 4 in every single element that they're doing. This team did receive positive GOE on their travel element, really exciting. And in order to gain more positive GOEs, they'd have a couple criteria that they'd be looking for: shape, spacing, unison, speed, things that would help elevate their execution.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning as you watch this, the elements that they're doing are hard enough when you're doing them on your own, but to do them in a group of 16 skaters and try and get them in unison is very difficult.
And worth mentioning, they have 14 on this roster, so those elements function a little differently.
Yeah, for sure. Competed a couple of times last year. Best result for them was in the Olympia.
The scores, please.
Where they finished in 9th place.
Team Fusion have earned a short program score of 36.03.
Those 36.03 set the target. See the technical score, not too bad there. The opponent score dropping slightly. They look pleased as punch with that.
Und nun begrüßen Sie bitte das Team aus Österreich.
So a huge moment for this team here. A team that got together just a couple of seasons ago, and they began competing in the winter this year. So it's huge for them. Representing Austria, this is Team Colibre Vienna Senior.
Waking in the rubble, walking over glass. Neighbors say we're trouble, well that time has passed. Hearing from the mirror, no, that isn't me. Stranger getting nearer, who can this person be? You wouldn't know me at all today. From the fading light I fly, rise like a phoenix out of the ashes.
That was a strong traveling element for them. Speed all the way through, great power. Now starting their complex entry into their angled intersection.
When you let me go, I'll barely start off.
Some spacing issues, through successfully though.
Still I'm holding on to hope. Know that you're gone. All is a way.
Unfortunate fall, she just hit her toe pick right there on that turn. Recovered nicely. Really fighting for that at the end. Great job.
Well, that is a real shame. A couple of falls in there that are going to hurt them, that's for sure. But just to put it in perspective, as you watch this, you've got to remember it's a new team, and they only started competing, what, a few months ago. They've had a couple of international events this season, and they've done pretty well. They were 6th in the Budapest Cup. They finished 4th in Dresden. That was their first international competition. So great to see the support. They'll be disappointed with the mistakes, but they've got an awful lot to be proud of.
Yeah, not only is this their first World Championship appearance, it's their first year in the senior division altogether, and they're on home ice. That's a ton of pressure. Nobody goes out there wanting to make a mistake, and I hope they're proud of their recovery, that they did this together. They got to the world stage, and they have a lot of good stuff they put out there.
Yeah, I thought they started off very, very strong. Good speed across the ice.
Yeah, that traveling element, I think that was their strongest element of their short program. They received the highest grade of execution on that. Yeah, so you can take a look at that right here.
Level 4 for this.
When you let me go,
they did have a downgrade on their PI here. That can happen if you're not all intersecting at the exact same time. And then of course, an unfortunate fall here. They did receive a steps 1. That can happen if their difficult turns are not happening on proper entry and exit edges. So when you see teams moving forward, you'll want to see great ankle and knee pressure in and out.
So 36.03 is the leading score at the moment. Remember, they're going to lose 2 points because of the falls, but I've got to say that they skated the program strongly. And they're going to be in the mix to go into the lead, I would imagine, even with a couple of mistakes.
Yeah, what a great way to end the season. If they could do that.
Die Wertung bitte.
The scores, please.
Team Colibris Vienna Senior have earned a short
Yeah,
program
they go into the
score
lead,
of
38.08, and then you see the 2-point deduction. But technically they did pretty well. Great achievement for this team.
So
we move on now to our third team here in this short program, and it's a team from Australia. They train in Sydney. They're part of the Majestic Ice Club there. formed back in 2017. Competed in the World Championships for the last few years. Their best result was 15th back in 2019. They were 18th last year. Now for Team Unity for Australia.
Starting with the block feature in the moves element. Some difficulty maintaining flexible positions through that. You can tell their energy is building with the music.
Well, rocking the Salzburg arena. That was Team Unity from Australia. What a moment for them. I'll tell you what, Sammy, when you look at this team and you put it into perspective, a lot of the teams are competing, what, 3, 4, 5 times throughout the year at international competition. This team haven't competed, apart from the World Championships, they've not done an international since back in 2019. So they don't get that competition experience, and you as a coach, you understand how important that is, and as a former competitor, for them to come out and be able to perform at that level on the biggest stage for synchronized skating, it's fantastic effort.
Wow, it is all the more impressive that they could go out there and stay grounded and balanced throughout that with a lack of experience. It sounds like this team is mentally tough, and they were in unison all the way through. The costuming choice was clearly really intentional with the music. When you see pants, typically you can expect to see some sharper movements or high energy, so I was waiting for it and very pleased to see how committed they were, how much they enjoyed performing towards the end of the program. They built with the music change.
It really did. Yeah, just pointing out the costume as well, that it can have a negative effect as well, because if you're out of sync, it sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it?
High risk, high reward. It could be strategic or not.
Well, I think it worked in their case. I thought they did a great effort.
Yeah. a couple bumps in this intersection. You can see when you have lineup issues, sometimes you can't see your hole as you're intersecting.
Well, they're chasing that 38.08. Could we see the first team into the 40s here? They'd love it.
Die Wertung bitte.
They deserve
The
it.
scores,
They
please.
really did come out with all guns blazing there.
Team Unity have earned a short program score
Personal
of
best scores
41.21.
45-21. Yeah, not close to that, but they're in the 40s and they're in the lead.
So
Very,
exciting
very
to
well
see.
done. Team Unity. Yeah, fantastic, eh? Job well done. So we've got two more teams
Unser
to go
nächstes
before the
Team
first ice
repräsentiert
resurface.
Schweden.
And
From
on the ice
Sweden,
now, it's the
Team
team from
Inspire.
Sweden. Scandinavian countries love their synchronized skating, that's for sure, and they're very, very good at it. Loads of support for the team that was formed back in 2019. They didn't compete at Worlds last year. They were 11th back in 2024. Team Inspire from Sweden.
Paralift entry into the spin, great speed into that. And a shoot the duck entry, really difficult, takes a ton of strength. Tons of movement used heading into the angle. Good speed through the exit.
Oh, yes. Now you can see the level has gone up a notch. A fantastic performance there from Team Inspire. It really was inspirational stuff from this team. And it's a team that really are on the up and up. They competed in Eindhoven in the Lumia Cup. They finished in 5th place there, didn't quite get onto the podium, but they got a personal best score there. And I think this performance here may well challenge that. They really did skate well.
Yeah, I don't think that could have gone any better for them. They were dynamic, sharp from the start, really engaging music, and they're the first team of the event to receive at least 1 point or higher of GOEs in all of their elements, so they are raising the bar.
Yeah, the technical panel have reviewed 4 of the 5 elements. They've got another couple to look at. They're looking at them at the moment as we look at the slow-mo shots here, so there might be some changes, but this could be a huge score for this team. One thing's for sure, they're going to be in the lead, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Look at that, the unison between them. It's uncanny.
Their complex pattern into their angled intersection was a huge highlight for me. Using the whole skating vocabulary, tons of movement and innovative tricks, and it was really engaging all the way through.
Yeah, looking at this, I mean, there's no doubt they're going to go into the lead, and I would have thought they could lead for a while with a performance like that.
Yeah, even just their commitment to their performance, you can tell they're excited to be out there, and that's what the audience connects to and the judges do too.
Well, I really hope you enjoyed that. It's certainly set the afternoon alight here in Salzburg. Team Inspire skating their socks off out there. Now they're chasing that 41.01. They're going to beat that by, I would think, a country mile. Their personal best score, 65.53, and that was at the Lumia Cup. And this is a team that are getting stronger and stronger every time they go out. Now, could it be a new season's best or a new personal best for them?
Team Inspire have earned a short program score of 65.
It's a season's best score, 65.83. And yeah, they're about 3/10 better than they've ever been. So that's fantastic for them. And they go shooting into the lead.
Yeah, what a moment.
I mean, that is quite some lead, isn't it? Well, it's a tough act to follow. Somebody's got to do it, though, and it falls to the Brits.
Team Icicles Senior.
The British champions out there warming up. They've been at the World Championships multiple times, so they know what it's all about. There's good support for them here, as there is for all of the teams. Wish them all the best. This is Team Icicles for Great Britain.
Really good speed here in the moves element. Certainly some spacing issues in that angle. They may see that in their technical call.
Well, a really good effort there from the British champions. And they loved it. Hope you did too. Coaches on the side leading the applause.
Icicles Senior.
Esther Morris,
Full-on party
coaches of the
atmosphere
British
on
team,
the
and they train in
ice.
Nottingham,
Congratulations!
in the UK. And they look pleased as punch with that. And just looking down, everything with the exception of the intersection getting positive grade of execution, so not too bad. The technical panel took a look at that. Have to see how things pan out for them there.
Yeah, this spin element was a huge highlight for me. Utilizing death spirals as your entry, it's unexpected, and they did a great job with that. I do see a few technical downgrades here in the moves, in the angled, and in their step sequence in the no hold. So although a really clean and grounded skate, they will see that rewarded in their scores. So when you're watching, you'll want to see their blades. Are they on clear entry and exit edges, whatever they're supposed to be?
And it takes so many hours of practice just to get those turns clean. So they need 65.84 to go into the lead. They're not going to do that. Their personal best is 56.96. Got that in the Lumia Cup this season, where they finished in 7th place. Had a couple of 7th place finishes this year. Finished in the Britannia Cup in Nottingham. They finished 7th there as well. So to be in 2nd, they need 41.02 or more. I think they're going to do that. Can't see them challenging for the lead with that performance. Got to say, the Team Inspire were just sensational, weren't they? They want to be, I would think, a good 2nd here. Just a reminder, we've got an ice resurface coming up in just a moment or two. Another 3.
Die Wertung bitte.
The scores, please.
Team Icicles Senior have earned a short program score.
So there it is, 2nd place, 46.40. I think they'll be pleased with that, perhaps looking for a little bit more. That mistake on their 3rd element costing them nearly a point. But that's how it looks.
We will continue the competition after a short break for ice resurfacing.
Well, it was a sensational start to this short program here in Salzburg. That's the situation after the first group. Our early leaders, Team Inspire, and they were sensational. And you feel they could be leading for quite some time. Got 3 more groups to go. As I said, remember the draw is seeded. All the big guns still to go. In the next group, we've got teams from Italy, Switzerland, Japan, France, and the Netherlands. And looking ahead to the end of the competition, it'll be the Helsinki Rockettes who will be last to go. Team Unique, Les Suprêmes in there. And the Haydenettes for Team USA will head us off in that final group. So lots to look forward to here in Salzburg. We're going to take a 15-minute break for the ice resurface, but we'll be right back with the 2nd group. Hope you can join us for that. See you in a moment.
Richtig stimmungsvoll. In diesem ersten Block, I mean, the atmosphere was really great for the starting phase of the World Championship, but let's go in detail. What is your summary of the first 5 teams that you have seen right here? The Swedish Vikings are in the leads. What is your impression so far?
Well, it was really nice to have the Team Sweden back at Worlds. They are very strong, so we'll be seeing them later tomorrow skating. Nice support for Team Austria, so very warmed up crowd already. And for me, it's very amazing how Team Australia can skate on this big ice, because at home they skate at very much smaller rink,
and maybe only once a week. So amazing job from them.
Oh yeah, and they collected money by doing raffles to get here. I mean, Team Australia did such an amazing effort to come here to the World Champs. And you were positively surprised by the one you have seen?
Oh, definitely. Very first strong group already.
The technical level, what we have seen from Inspire. What is your comment on that?
Well, very strong, each element, and I'm very happy they skated clean as well.
Anu Oksanen, thanks for having you here. The first summarize and summary of the first block. And guys, we will watch the upcoming teams. Team Italy is BIP 6 in a couple of seconds. We will be back. Super nice, thanks. So, a team that stepped in tradition under coach Andrea Gilardi, who has significantly shaped the sport, back at the World Championships for the first time since 2023, will skate with BIP 6. The opener of the second block will be done by the Italians, Team Hot Shivers.
Very excited to bring the energy, passion, and elegance of synchronized figure skating in Salzburg. We can't wait to perform. See you soon. Our cheer is go, go, Shivers, go, go.
Italia, welcome in Salzburg. The next starters after Hot Shivers from Italy. In addition to their coaching team, they also work with a mental coach to prepare for major events. It's their third season in senior category, and we heard it before. They have a real strong support aus der Schweiz, Switzerland's Team Cool Dreams.
We're Team Cool Dreams from Switzerland. This is our third season in the senior category. Our team members come from German and French-speaking parts of Switzerland.
Oh ja. Liebe Schweiz, jetzt zählt's für euch. Die Schweiz mit der Startnummer 7. And guys, from Switzerland to Japan, all the way to Austria, founded 2005, the only team from Asia competing at these World Championships. They have also been guests of the Mozart Cup in Salzburg, 14 times World Championship competitors, and 10 times Japanese national champions. Please bring it on. Jingu Ice Messengers, Team Japan.
We are Jingu Ice Messengers. Ice Messengers, Ice Messengers.
Oh, we have supporters from Japan here. And ladies and gentlemen, the next team, BIP Num 9, is a regular World Championship participant for many years. Founded 1991 from Lyon, France, Team Zoulous. Team Zoulous from France, and we wanna wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Competing at the World Championships for the 6th times, BIP 10 from Netherlands, Ice United. Und wir sind schneller dran als gedacht. Die ersten sind schon hier für den zweiten Block. Die ersten sind schon
Welcome back. We're just about ready to get underway with the second group here in the short program at the ISU Synchronized Skating World Championships for 2026. First group has been sensational. If you missed it, where have you been? You missed a real treat. Leaders at the moment, Team Inspire for Sweden. And they were sensational, and they're leading by a country mile at the moment. 65.83 their score on the short program. Well, they're getting ready for it. Hope you are. My name's Chris Howarth. Sat alongside Sammy Levine. Are you ready for this second group?
Oh, I'm ready.
Bring it on. We got teams from Italy, Switzerland, Japan, France, and the Netherlands coming up in this second group before the second resurface. That'll get us to the halfway point. All the big teams going in the final group. Although the Skyliners wouldn't want me to say that. They're in the penultimate group.
Team Nova too.
Yeah, Nova as well. Yeah, they're last team to go in the penultimate group. There's the mascot. Not her, the one before. So a chance for the first team to get their skating legs on. We've got ours on, hope you have too. So to get us underway, it's a team that have not participated in the World Championships for the last couple of years. They were 11th back in 2023. Wish them all the very best of luck. Here it's the team representing Italy. It's Team Hot Shivers. And they've had a pretty good season so far this year. Runners-up they were in the Spring Cup. Finished in 9th place
from Italy,
as well.
Team Hot Shivers.
So they look ready. Kamina Burana, the music for Team Hot Shivers. Here we go.
What a great shot. Slight timing and spacing issues in the angled intersection. issue for some skaters getting into their position. May affect their technical score. Great speed here. Just flying down the ice, it's great.
Yeah, what a way to start this second group. That was a program that built and built. Got to say, when I read their choice of music, I thought, well, that's a huge piece of music to skate to. But it works so well because there's that underlying beat going on all the time, and it gives them something really to help keep their rhythm all the way through the program. And I thought they skated to the music beautifully.
Yeah, it can be strategic to pick a well-known or really dramatic piece. It gives the skaters an opportunity to rise to it, and they were aggressive and fast and committed to what they were doing. It was great.
They didn't look nervous at all, did they? They came out really into the ice. They looked like they got into the knees, the ankles were working, but the important thing for me was they kept that rhythm going. They hit that beat with every stride from start to finish.
Clearly they've been fighting hard to come back to the world stage, and sometimes you're just ready for that moment. A lot has led them back here, and it's exciting to see that they hit the ground running in the short program event. I'm excited to see what they do moving forward. They did have mostly positive GOEs, negative GOE in the synchronized spin. A couple skaters having difficulty maintaining position, so you'll see a downgrade there.
Yeah, but they didn't lose too much, did they? It was just less than a tenth, so not too bad. And actually, in real time, they were the negative GOE was more than that. So after review, it's not quite as bad as it could have been.
That's what you hope for.
Yeah. Love the expression all the way through. Great eye contact with the judges. That's so important as well, isn't it? You've got to engage the panel of judges, bring them out onto the ice with you, and I think they did that well. Well, they've been over 60 before, not this season though. Very close, 59.75, their personal best score. Just to remind you, Team Inspire for Sweden leading with 65.83. Can they get into the 60s with that performance? They'd love to.
Team Hot Shivers have earned a short program score.
No, they can't. 54.92. It is second place for them, though.
They are currently in second place.
So remember their season's best, 59.75. Got that in the Lundmark Trophy this year.
From Switzerland, Team Cool Dreams.
So now to a team that have been the national champion multiple times. The music is Wings, and the skating from Team Cool Dreams.
Sunlight comes creeping in, illuminates our skin. We watch the day go by, stories of all we did. It made me think of you, it made me think of you.
Nice moment of musicality there.
Oh, lights go
lost just one position there, finished with lots of speed.
If these wings could fly, oh, then these falls. In the moment we're 10 feet tall, and how you told me after it all.
Really well done.
We remember tonight. For the rest of our I'm in a falling state. My thoughts just slip away. My words are leaving me. They couldn't never win. Because I thought of you. Just from the thought of you. Let's go down. In the moment we're lost and found, I just wanna be by your side. If these wings could fly, these falls. In the moment we're 10 feet tall, and how you told me after it all. We remember tonight for the rest of our lives.
I really enjoyed that. Thought it was a super choice of music, complete contrast to Team Hot Shivers, but it worked very, very well for this team. Team Cool Dreams, looking as cool as you like out there, and they skated that very, very well. I've got to say, one of the highlights for me was the no-hold element. I thought they kept the line so well throughout that.
Yeah, I hope they feel so proud of themselves. They certainly made their country proud. That was a wonderful skate for them. What I noticed the most is clearly their coaches were strategic in the order of elements and the patterns they built. It just let the skaters breathe through every movement, every step, and it paid off. It was some really good choices there.
Yeah, the transitions from one element to the next were almost seamless throughout the program.
Yes.
And with the choice of music, they needed to be.
Absolutely.
Hear the lines, even when they're doing the intricate turns, and then you can see the deep back outside edge into that counter. Good unison between them, and they're, for the most part, staying in line, which is so difficult.
Yeah, this spin element had strong shapes all throughout and was clearly shown in their grade of execution. 0.5 added to their technical score. Well done.
Yeah, I've got to say, I enjoyed that as much as anything that we've seen so far. I know it's technically not a match for the leaders at the moment, but I think they've done themselves proud, that's for sure. There's a team that have a season's best score of 49.95, and that actually is their personal best score. Now, honestly, I think they might be knocking on the door of the 50s with that. I loved it.
Have earned a short program score.
Oh yes, look at that, over 50 for the first time, 53.5, and over 50 by quite a way.
Great.
Well deserved, don't you think?
Yeah, what a moment for them. Oh, yes.
So they're into third place, but not much between them and Hot Shivers just ahead. Very, very well done, guys.
Meine Damen und Herren, bitte begrüßen Sie jetzt das nächste Team.
So up next is a team that got inside the top 10 last year. They finished in 9th place. They've been the Japanese national champions multiple times. a team that was established back in 2005, and they've competed at the World Championships no less than 14 times. We wish them all the best of luck here. Team Jingu Ice Messengers.
Very difficult way to start the program. Oh wow, very innovative. Great choreography choices here. Missing some connections into the PI.
Well, that is such a shame. Everything in that program but the kitchen sink, and I think if you look hard enough, it was there too. Fantastic drama all the way through. Really, really enjoyed it, but that fall on the last element, that no-hold element, is going to cost them, that's for sure. Well, such as the level been so far, they really needed to be foot perfect. And that was a crucial mistake. So we'll have to see how that impacts things. Looks like a couple of the elements getting a negative grade of execution, which is not what you want. But they are an impressive team, that's for sure. Oh,
yeah. It's always disappointing to have a fall, especially in one of your last elements. That's what your teammates are there for. They pick you back up and they help you through it, and she recovered really, really well.
Yeah, she was quick, wasn't she? Back on her feet.
Yes. This team doesn't have a lot of ice time. They very much prioritize their off-ice training. So you can see the attention to detail in their arms and the timing of all their steps. They are really productive in that way and bring it onto the ice with them. Coming off of a top 10 finish from them last year, it was so exciting to see how they've grown, and this was a good performance for them. I hope that they feel grounded and good about it. Although the fall, I actually felt like their no-hold was one of their strongest elements, and I loved the drama. Their faces were super committed, and yeah, this was a nice one for them.
Last bit of music from the Mission Impossible soundtrack. well, it might well be an impossible mission for them to finish inside the top 10. You never know. Excuse the pun. Let's see. Remember, it's 65.83 leading at the moment. That's Team Inspire from Sweden. This team have been knocking on the door of 60 points this season. They got 57.63 this year in Boston. Don't think they're going to be doing that here. Certainly with the mistake at the end of the program, it's going to cost them, that's for sure. But we're going to have to find out just how much. 54.93 would get them second place. 53.51 would get them into third. They wouldn't want to be lower than third at this stage, I don't think. Hoping for the best here.
Team Jingu Ice Messengers have earned a short program score.
Oh, 51.4, it is fourth place. Yeah, that last element really hurt them. And they're going to have to be foot perfect tomorrow in the free, that's for sure. Love the way they attack the program, though. So we've got two more teams to go in this second group. And this, a team that in recent years have not been inside the top 10. They finished in 15th place last year. And a very, very strong team. A lot of experience. Team that was formed back in 1991. They train in Lyon in France. This is Team Zoulous. A bit of Pink Floyd. Can't beat that.
See great ankle pressure here in and out of their turns. Wow, what a skate that was.
Gotta say, I never thought I'd hear David Gilmour and Lady Gaga on the same vocals, but it worked.
I might be biased, but I think ice skating and Lady Gaga go really well
They
together.
do indeed. Well, I'm a huge David Gilmour fan, so really enjoyed it, loved it. Great choice of music, and I thought they skated the program very, very well indeed. And to be honest, they needed to. It needed to be strong. A little bit of a mistake at the end there, which is a real shame for them. Another team having a tumble on the last element.
Yeah, I felt like they started off really strong, dynamic start, and sort of maybe needed to find their center as they kept going, just turning the page one element after another. Sometimes you can get a little lost out there. This is the second team tonight we've seen do a death spiral into a pair element, or into a pair spin. It's a testament to where the sport is headed and what skills we've been prioritizing in training. So to see that on the world stage, it's awesome, and it's really elevated our sport.
This was great, the unison between them and the strength they had going into this.
Yeah. A downgrade on their point of intersection, you want to see that two clear lines are rotating and intersecting at the exact same time, and that's how you'd see a PI4. Great drama, great performance here.
Yeah, they sold it well, and they needed to be honest, because 3 of the 5 elements getting negative grade of execution, which is going to hurt them, that's for sure. This is another team that they have been knocking on the door of 60 points. This season they've got a personal best of 53.99. I don't think they're going to get in the 50s with that.
Team Zoulous have earned a short program score of 44.
No, 44.85. It is 6th place for them. And I think every picture tells a story, and you can see they're a little bit disappointed with that, but I think that's fair.
Yeah, they'll come back, they'll fight for it tomorrow.
Meine Damen und Herren,
so one more team to go in this second group.
From the Netherlands.
And there they are, Team Oranje here in force to support their team. This is a team who train in the south of Holland in Den Bosch. Team that was formed back in 2011. 13th in the World Championships last year. It'd be great for them if they can get inside the top 10. This is the start of the challenge for Team Ice United for the Netherlands.
Just like the sea, I don't know where to go. Through dirt and shadow I grow.
Great musicality happening here. Shoot, unfortunate fall just fell right off her heel.
I'm chasing the wonder, I unravel myself. All in slow motion, suffocate me, so my tears can be rain. I will water the ground where I stand, so the flowers can grow back again. 'Cause just like the sea, everything wants to land. We are burning our fingers, but we learn and forget.
Yeah, it's been a tough start to this program. Well, I've got to take my hat off to them because it was not the start they wanted by any stretch of the imagination.
Team Ice United.
Did they let it affect them? Not a bit of it. They fought right the way to the end of the program. The program got better and better as they went on. Maybe there were some nerves out there, who knows? And worth mentioning that the first fall was not on an element, so it didn't actually impact an element, but they have got 3-point deductions, and it's going to hurt.
Yeah, it's a testament to their strength. To have a fall happen so early in the program can throw all of you off out there, and it takes a ton of strength and mental toughness to reset and fight for every last point that you can grab out there. They did a really good job.
Yeah, that's a good point. And there you can see the next tumble, and it really cost them that.
And you don't get to start over. I mean, they really fought for that.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head. It was a fight.
Yeah.
And they were on the back foot after that first, 30 seconds of the program.
Yeah.
And they didn't let it affect the rest of the program. So any young skaters watching this, take heed. You've got to keep going. You've got to put what's happened behind you and just keep focusing on what's ahead. And that's exactly what this team did.
Yeah. To even be on the world stage, you know how much repetition, training went into these programs. I'm sure this skate is not representative of what they're capable of, and they'll come back stronger. They'll learn from it.
Yeah, it's such a shame, isn't it? Because they will have done that program over and over and over
and
again.
That is synchronized skating.
That's it. It's slippery out there. So this team, as I said, from Den Bosch, they're all members of the BKV club down there. Really strong club. Know it well. So, it's not going to be a great score. I mean, they need 53.51 if they're to get into third place. They're not going to be anywhere near that. They've been, 57.5 they got this season. But they're going to be way off that. Not going to be in the 50s, I don't think. Oh, it's going to be tough to take.
Team Ice United have earned a short program score of 43.40.
43.4. They've got to take it on the chin. It's 7th place out of the 10 that we've had so far. So not what they were looking for, but they've handled it well. And we wish them luck for the free tomorrow. That's for sure. Well, we're at the halfway point now. And that's the situation. It's a fantastic performance from Team Inspire, who are out in front. It's Hot Shivers for Italy in second and Cool Dreams in third place at the moment. We've got plenty to look forward to, though, and it'll be interesting to see if any of the teams in the next group can get close to that 65-83 by the leading team. We've got teams from Poland, Czechia, Germany, Hungary, USA in action with the Skyliners, and Team Nova for Canada up in the second group, and then the big guns in the final group. We've got about a 15-minute break for an ice resurface. We'll be back in a moment or two.
The starting numbers 11 to 16 will be introduced in the upcoming minutes. Poland, Czech Republic, Germany, and so on. We will be back in a second. The top 5 nations from the previous World Championships are allowed to send 2 teams per nation. That is Canada, Finland, Italy, the United States of America, and Germany. That's the reason why we meet now Team Germany in the third block. But let's start with BIP 11. Founded 2021. The Junior World Championship took place in their home city of Dansk in March. The team participated in the Challenger event in Boston this season, founded 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, BIP 11 will be Icefire from Poland.
Players senior from Poland, and we are so excited to compete at the Worlds 2026.
Go Ice Fire, go, go, Team Poland. Ah, some Polish supporters in the stands. Great to have you here. And ladies and gentlemen, followed by the Polish team, PIP 12 will be the 16-time national champion in Czechia. Founded 30 years ago, 1996. The coach is Katarzyna Urbanova, and they will run the theme song Back to the Roots. Please welcome Team Olympia, Czechia. Welcome, Team Olympia. Welcome to the fans of Team Olympia. Oh yes, and now ladies and gentlemen, two teams from the lovely nation Germany will be part of the ISU Synchronized Skating World Championships 2026. Und liebe deutschen Fans, jetzt heißt es euch bereit machen, denn nach der Teamvorstellung, also nach dem Video, gibt es ein Teamfoto von euch. Also die Linsen sind auf euch gerichtet. Da gibt es ein offizielles Fan-Team-Foto. Jetzt schauen wir mal zuerst auf das Team und dann gibt es das Foto. Guys, this team won the Team Germany 2 selection in a close race, and some team members have angel wings as a tattoo, as a team symbol. Please welcome the United Angels from Germany. Wo sind die Fans aus Deutschland? Ah, das gibt schöne Fotos. Das gibt schöne Fotos. Willkommen in Salzburg, Deutschland. And now, guys, starting number 14. The team's best result at World Championships is a 14th place. They are the reigning number 7 at the ISU World Standing Synchronized Skating Senior. Please welcome one of the top 5 nations. They earned 2 starting slots for the following year. Team Passion from Hungary.
Hi everyone, we are Team Passion. We are honored to represent Hungary
at the World Championships.
We have worked so hard on our programs,
And we are excited to share that with you.
we wish the best of luck to all the other kids.
Ria, Ria, Hungaria. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the second last team for the third block. The reigning number 8 at the ISU World Standings Synchronized Skating Senior. Finished 8th in Helsinki. The best World Championship result so far, 6th place 2024 from New York, United States of America, Team Skyliners.
From the United States of America.
And we're so excited to be in Salzburg for the World Synchronized Skating Championships. Give me a...
Team USA! That's what we call it, jump seats! Oh yes, you nailed it! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the last starter in block 3 is the reigning number 9 at the world standings. A consistent, a competitive team. They finished 5th at the World Championships in both 2024 and 2025. They have a male skater in the lineup, and they are representing Canada from Montreal, Team Nova.
Hello everyone, we're Nova Senior and we are so excited to be participating at the 2026 World Championships in Salzburg, Austria. Our themes this year are Still Loving You by the Scorpions for our short program and Extravaganza Right From Home for our free. A fun fact about our team is that all communication must be said equally in French and in English.
Oh yes, welcome Canada! And now, ladies and gentlemen, our mascot Amadeus will bring some t-shirts for free. Who wanna get a t-shirt? Dear Canadian fans and the rest of the world, be as loud as you can and the t-shirt will be yours. Here we go. Let's go! Amadeus, what's up? Ein Rohrkrepierer. We need another one. We need another one, Amadeus. And guys, the good thing is, in one of the t-shirts, oh yes, strong arms. If you catch one of the t-shirts, there is a little prize inside. If you're the lucky person, there'll be an extra entry for you to enter the Kiss and Cry after that block to take photos. So watch what's inside the shirt if you get one, and then your guest, a special guest in our Kiss and Cry area. And guys, I want to see you now on your feet. Before we kick it off, the second last block of tonight, we want to do a little dance cam. Let's go, and let's bring it on. On your feet, ladies and gentlemen. On your feet. Oh yeah. Perfect. Here we go. Und wir sind zurück am Eis. Back on the ice, ladies and gentlemen. Lights go on and the teams arrive.
Welcome back. You rejoin us just in the nick of time. We're at the halfway point of the Synchronized Skating World Championships short program here in Salzburg. Chris Howarth alongside Sammy Levine to take you through these final two groups. And just to remind you, it's Team Inspire for Sweden out in front. They got 65.83. They were sensational, but things really hotting up here in this penultimate group. We've got teams from Poland, Czechia, Germany, Hungary, USA, and Canada. And, important words as this team get ready. It's the four-time national champions of Poland, and they'll be doing the Roxanne Tango. Should be really, really good. Just about ready to get underway. A great moment for them to get their skating legs on, get their ankles going, get their knees going. How would you be feeling if you're out there now?
Well, skating first after an ice make, you have a little bit of a longer warm-ups. It can be helpful, you can get into your knees, or it can sort of increase the pressure. Hopefully they are grounding themselves and getting ready to put on a good show.
Yeah, it's a really amazing atmosphere in this Salzburg arena.
Meine Damen und Herren, begrüßen Sie nun
Well, I hope you're enjoying it.
aus Polen.
From Poland, Team Ice Fire Senior.
So 12 teams to go to get us underway in this penultimate group. The team that finished in 12th place the last 2 years at the World Championships, the Polish national champions. This is Team Ice Fire.
Jealousy, anger, betrayal. When love is for the highest bidder, there can be no trust. Without trust, there is no love. Jealousy, yes, jealousy will drive you.
Huge variety of skating moves into this intersection. Definitely spacing issues in their point of intersection.
You don't have to put on that red light. Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it is right. Roxanne, you don't have to wear that dress tonight. Roxanne, his eyes upon your face, his hand upon your hand. His lips caress your skin. It's more than I can stand.
Really highlighted the music there on that loop. Struggling to get those positions up, just bumped right into each other. Just really fought to get that position up.
Well, that is a real shame. There was real drama in that program right from the off. I thought it was a great choice of music for them, a big, big piece, and it's a big ask. But right from the off, they got into the mood. They picked out the nuances of the music all the way through, which was a real credit to them. But there was that one mistake, and it's going to be a costly one on that third element.
I thought the beginning of this program was excellently choreographed. I loved how often they used their skirts as part of their storyline. Really well done in terms of musicality and freezing of their moves.
Yeah, with the exception of the third element, everything getting the thumbs up from the judges.
Yeah, and you can see later on, you'll be able to see that that skater really fought to get her Bielmann up after she fell, so she could still have that feature awarded to them. That's the most strategic way that you can be as a competitor, is to know what you need to do to grab a few more points if a mistake happens. So well done on her end.
Yeah, because they still got a level 3 on it, which could be crucial, couldn't it?
Yeah, right. Enough of you need to be maintaining that flexible position. So if you can contribute, you certainly will want to.
It's a great example of keeping a cool head when things are going wrong. So many highlights. They've got so much to be proud of because the lines were so good throughout the program, and the speed they had across the ice was very impressive.
Yeah, speed all the way through from start to finish. It's hard to keep that maintained right at the end, and they were awesome.
Yeah, worth mentioning, sometimes when you're watching this on a TV or on a computer screen, or however you're watching it, you don't get the impression of speed. But I can tell you, this team were motoring, and they've got a lot to be proud of. Well, they've been in the high 50s this season, 57.26. They got in Boston. They finished in 7th place there. They need 53.51 if they're to go into 3rd place. 54.93 or more would get them into 2nd. They're not going to challenge for the lead. Could they get inside that top 3 with that performance? That 4 could be critical. Oh, you sense the tension. Yeah, looking down a couple of the elements now getting negative GOEs, but the levels are good. Yeah, 53.31. It is 4th place. And yeah, they gave it their best shot. And you can see just how close it is, all to play for in the free, that's for sure.
Meine Damen und Herren, nun begrüßen Sie bitte unsere Nachbarn aus Tschechien.
So we move on to our 2nd team here in this penultimate group. The team that finished in 11th place last year at the World Championships. They've been inside the top 10 before, back in 2022, where they finished in 9th place. Their last outing at the Budapest Cup, they finished on the podium in 3rd. What now for Team Olympia for Czechia?
Trhala si zlatý déšť, zdali pak milého, v novém roce si najdeš. Větvička vykvetla, vykvetla na štědrý den, den to si ještě neměla.
Strong change of configuration there.
Krásná morano, tvář si zakrýváš, za srdce zlé, zimou zmrzlé, pláčeme si jáč. Za srdce zlé, zimou zmrzlé, pláčeme si jáč.
Good speed exiting that intersection. Music change shows off a new side of their skating. utilizing the block feature in the middle of the element. Innovative, you don't see it from a lot of teams.
Oh, I loved it. Didn't understand a word of it, but I loved it.
I loved all the changes in the music. I thought it showed off so many different sides to their performance capability. Well done.
Yeah, for a moment there, I felt like I was transported into a square in the center of Prague, and you're watching some village dancing. It was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had the whole package there to tell that story. They had intentional music choices, movement to match it. Their dresses are clearly a part of the story. It was clear to the audience.
Yeah, they've done themselves proud, that's for sure. I don't think they could have skated the program much better. I'm looking down, just one of the elements getting a negative grade of execution at the moment. The technical panel doing their work, they're reviewing 3 of the elements. But for the most part, I thought this was one of the best intersections we've seen, wasn't it?
Yeah, and one of the first full technical calls that we've seen tonight too. Good speed. You can see them all coming out of that shape clearly.
Yeah, so they got a 4 for the intersection and for the point of intersection.
Yep, and a full call on the spin element too.
So many highlights in the program.
I love the way that dress spins.
Yeah, clearly so much attention to detail.
Yes, built with artistry in mind. It's awesome to see. I hope they feel really proud of what they put out there tonight.
Yeah, the way the skirts come out on the twizzles and the synchronization there, it really creates something beautiful.
Yeah, it's creative.
Well, we loved it. I hope you did too, and more importantly, let's hope the judges did. This team, they haven't been in the 50s this season. 49.68, their highest score for that program so far this season. I've got to say, I would have thought that was worthy of 50 and a bit more, but who am I to say? They've been knocking on the door of 60 points before in the past. As I said, they come here on the back of a really good performance in the Budapest Cup, where they finished in 3rd place. Their best score was in the Britannia Cup in Nottingham. Finished in 9th place there, but they got a season's best on the short program.
Holding their heads high, they look really pleased.
They couldn't have done much better. So 53.51 or more would get them into 3rd place. Remember, they haven't been in the 50s this season. Could it change here? This is where you want to do it. They're keeping them waiting. The technical panel actually still looking at one of the elements. Let's hope it gets the thumbs up. Looks like the score's locked in now. So 54.93, they've got to get close to 55 points to go into 2nd place. And they're not going to challenge for the lead. Our leaders, remember, Team Inspire from Sweden.
Team Olympia have earned a short program score of 53.
Yes, they could. 53.87. That's a great score for them. That is a season's best score for them, and well deserved. They could not have done any better. So they slot in behind Team Hot Shivers, just ahead of Cool Dreams.
Und nun geht's zu unseren nächsten Nachbarn. Begrüßen Sie Deutschland.
From Germany.
So things really starting to hot up now.
United Angels.
So on the ice now, a team who finished in 2nd place in the German National Championships for the last 3 years. 14th They were in the World Championships for the last 2 years. Training in Stuttgart. This is Team United Angels.
I'm ready. Come on.
Feel it coming in the air, hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's a dangerous love affair. Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem? Tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance. Get your fatigues on. All black, everything. Black cars, all black, everything. And I got the black birds riding with they. I get more in depth if you boys really enough. This is not familiar. I'll explain later. But for now, let me get back to this paper. I'm a couple bands down.
Love to see some jumps in there.
I gave another grip. I lost a flip for 5 stacks. Yeah, I'm talking 5,6, 0 shots, 0 sugar. Back to run the circle smell. Never square up.
Oh, that was a hard fall.
Fell right off her heel. Catches right back on to the end of the turn series.
Yeah, I said it, we are. You can call me Caesar. In a dark Caesar. Please follow the leader. So Eric B, we are. Microphone fiend is the return of the God. He's God. Ain't nobody fresher. I'm in Mason. Martin Marcella on the table screaming. The other side, they jealous. We got a banquet full of bras. They got a table full of fellas. Yeah. And they ain't spinning no cake. They should know they handing. Cause they ain't got no space. My whole team got dough. So my bank account is looking like millionaires, bro.
Coming in the air, hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's a dangerous love affair. Victories within the mile. Almost there, don't give up now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Just clicked blades on that one.
Yeah, I love the choice of music, but I've got to say, on the afternoon, I don't think that really came off for them. Obviously, a couple of mistakes in there, a couple of falls. Through the no-hold element, there was a foot down by some of the skaters, and it just looked like a tough day in the office for them. And I really do feel that through the Rihanna bit of the music, I thought it was great, but when the rap started, it was a real opportunity for them to change the tempo and up their game a little bit. I'm not sure they captured that, not for me. What do you think?
I can see that. I appreciated their thought and effort to have more hip-hop style movements. Whether or not it read to the audience, it was clearly a strategic move on their coach's part. You know, there's a lot that goes into preparing to compete at a world championship, and for as ready as you feel, when you get out there, there is a ton of pressure, and sometimes before you know it, you find yourself on the ice and you don't even know what happened, and you have to get right back into it. And you know, they stayed as strong as they could have, and it's disappointing.
It's a tough one for them because they're going to get 2-point deductions. Of course, the negative grade of execution for those two elements as well. They lost a little bit on the levels, I think, and there, as you can see.
Yeah, so those falls will affect both their technical score and their grade of execution, and they'll have deductions on top of that.
It must be terrifying doing the twizzles backwards there, intersecting.
I can confirm.
Yeah.
One of the scariest elements of synchronized skating.
Yeah. I it's almost the luck of the draw whether you've got a little bit of space to get through there, isn't it? Well, they've been
The scores,
close to
please.
50 points this year. That's not going to get them 50 points, that's
United
for
Angels
sure with those
have
mistakes.
earned a short program score of
Yeah, 45.4. It is 8th place at the moment
They are currently
for
in
the United Angels. A real shame, but to be honest with you, they couldn't have expected much more than that. So tough out there.
Und nun, meine Damen und Herren, einen
Three
kräftigen
teams to go
Applaus
in
für
the
das
penultimate
Team
group, and this
aus
a team that have been
Ungarn.
inside the top 10.
from Hungary.
In fact, for the last 4 years, they finished as high as 7th back in 2023. They come here on the back of a win in Budapest. Let's hope they can keep the momentum going here. Backstage romance, the music from Moulin Rouge for Team Passion from Hungary.
One solo skater utilized in this block feature. Interesting. Well done. Lots of speed coming out of that angled intersection.
Oh, wow. They nailed that and some. Absolutely thrilled with how it went out there. And a look of relief from the coaching staff on the side.
It's the best feeling. I don't think that could have gone any better for them. They just came out with aggression and power and speed and maintained it all the way through.
Hats off to the camera crew and the production here, because we got some great shots there, didn't we, of just how superb the patterns were out on the ice. And not only that, how seamless their transitions were from one move to the next.
Yeah, what I noticed the most and what I'll remember about this program, it was clearly created to be entertaining. There were cartwheels and split jumps and butterflies, and you know, there was an emphasis on tricks. It showed off strength and their ability to do things like that on a world stage, and mission accomplished. It was really entertaining.
Yeah, great choice of music. And even there on that overhead shot, look, the lines and the synchronization, not too bad from them. It's so difficult.
So difficult. They'll see a downgrade in their steps. As we move on, you'll want to watch these later teams have really strong ankle pressure in and out of their turns, that they're maintaining a tight shape, tight spacing in between each other, clear entry and exits. And this was a highlight for me. Just great speed coming out of this. Cool shot.
You can see just how close they get together.
Oh yeah.
It's an inch either way, and it could be a different story.
Yeah, Chris, we got to get you out there to try one.
No, thank you. I struggle twizzling on my own, let alone next to somebody else. Right.
The scores.
It was a great score. Remember, it's 65.83, our leading score. Could this challenge for the lead?
The short program score.
Not been in the 60s this year. They have now 64.49. It is second place, and you can see what it means. And they deserve every single one of those points.
Well done, Team Passion.
So it's Hungary in second place. Team Inspire for Sweden just with their nose ahead at the moment. So 2 teams to go in this penultimate group. The first of 2 teams from the USA.
Skyliners.
Finished inside the top 10 the last 2 years. There were 6 back in 2024. What now for New York's Team Skyliners?
Something's got a hold on me lately, though I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls are all closing in, and the devil's knocking at my door. Whoa, out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's taking a toll on me, trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know I lose control when you're not next to me? I'm falling apart right in front of you.
Great unison here in this moment. Signature move for the Skyliners. Strong axles there too.
And I need some relief. My skin and your teeth can't see the forest through the trees. Got me down on my knees, darling, please. When you're not next to me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me.
Slight unison issues there.
I lose control when you're not here with me. I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not here with me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me.
Tough element to fall in.
What a shame that was.
It was so strong all the way through.
Yeah, that dying moment there on that last element, just taking a fall. Apart from that, 4 of the 5 elements getting the thumbs up from the judges, that's for sure. Positive GOEs all the way through. The levels were high on all the elements as well, but that fall could prove crucial at the end of the day. We'll have to see how things pan out, but for the most part, a great skate.
Yeah, up until then, I thought that was a really well done performance from them. Their head coach is really strategic at picking features and creating patterns that highlight the strengths of his skaters. Josh Babb, he has a history of great choices there. This camel spin is sort of a signature move for them. They've trained it season to season, so they can spend less time training it in practice when they can use it repeatedly. It's a great choice. This angled intersection was phenomenal. I thought this was a textbook example of a really strong angle intersection. Strong clean lines, strong rotating all the way through, and nice speed coming out of it. They gained 2 whole points of GOE points for this.
Yeah, the GOEs all the way through, with the exception of that last element, of course. Very, very strong, which is going to help them because the base value of everybody's program is very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a really technical program. That's what the short program is for.
Well, they've been into the 70s this season, got 72.21 in Boston. But they've got a 1-point deduction for the fall, lost a little bit of a GOE there. Can they get into the 70s and take the lead here? You could hear a pin drop. But they're more nervous now than they were before they started skating.
Team Skyliners
Here we go.
have earned a short program score.
Yes, they go into the lead. 70.46, the first team into the 70s this afternoon. New leaders, and deservedly so. And it could have been by a bigger margin than it is at the moment, but by some way, the Skyliners lead from Team Inspire.
Und nun folgt das erste Team.
So one more
aus
team to
Kanada.
go in this penultimate group before our final resurface of the afternoon. And it's the first of 2 teams from Canada. A team that trained in Montreal, formed back in 2016. And they've had a great season so far. Won the Lumiere Cup in Eindhoven, bronze medalists in Boston as well. Still Loving You by the Scorpions, the music for Team Nova from Canada.
Great phrasing to the music here. Strong start. Good speed in the rotations here. Great edge control all throughout this stronghold element.
What a really super performance that. And the unmistakable vocals there of Klaus Mein of the Scorpions. And that a huge piece of music. The band huge in this part of Europe. They hail from Germany. And this team could not have skated that program any better. Positive GOEs all the way through. It could be a huge score for Team Nova.
Really, really well done. This team has found their stride in the last few seasons. You can tell they've been prioritizing their fundamental skating skills. All of their program is elevated when they focus on that increase in speed and edge control, and just all of it was really well done. So the work has paid off.
Yeah, another team with real attention to detail. You can see they've done that program time and time again.
This element was a huge highlight for me. Excellent speed all the way through and really tight lines. That is so difficult, and you have to be so precise to execute that.
Yeah, and that change of edge to keep your free leg that high and that controlled all the way through is so difficult.
You just have to trust each other. And their spin too, their first two elements, they started off so strong they grabbed 2 extra GOE points from that. The synchronized spin with a full call, 7 points just at the base value, and they grabbed 2 extra points for that.
Just that one mistake, there's a fall in there. But thankfully for them, the fall was not on an element, so...
Yeah, should really help them out here. They'll only see that 1 deduction, and it may be reflected in their component score, but not in their technical score.
Well, I got a sneaky feeling we could have new leaders here.
The scores, please.
70.47 or more to go into the lead. Yeah, 75.95. It is a season's best score for them. It's a huge score. And that fall didn't do them too much harm. The GOEs all the way through the program have done them proud, and there you can see it's quite a margin going into the final group. Fantastic performance from Team Nova. There's confirmation. They lead. The Skyliners in second, and Team Inspire, who led for so long with that 65.83, now down into third place. We've got 6 teams to go, and things really starting to hot up here. And just to whet your appetite, we've got the Haydenettes coming up next after the ice resurface. Then Team Ice on Fire, and they have been on fire this season. Team Berlin 1 will follow them. Then Les Suprêmes, who I can't wait to see. They've got the highest score this season so far. Team Unique will follow them, who were the champions back in 2013, but the reigning world champions, the Helsinki Rockettes, will be last to go. They've been champions 4 times in the past, been on the podium 14 times. All that coming up after the ice resurface. Don't you dare go too far away. We'll be back in just a moment or two.
And guys, the final block will be done by the world's 6 best teams. The first team in the last block is the bronze medalist at the World Championships 2025 in Helsinki, with a Finnish coach who married in the US and is living in Boston, Saga Kranz. They are a 33-time US national champion and one of the best teams in the world. Starting number 17. Coming up next, Team United States of America, Team Haydenettes. We are waiting for the clip, and we'll be back now.
We're so excited to be here competing at the World Championships. We can't wait to share our love for our programs on state day with you all.
We go back, this is the moment, tonight is the night. Never I do it over, so we brought hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
We can't wait to explore Salzburg. See you on the ice.
The most decorated synchronized skating team in US history, Team Haydenettes. Welcome to the supporters. And looking forward, guys, to many Italian fans in Salzburg. Last year, this team secured a second starting slot for Italy. It's the fastest rising team in the sport with their 4th appearance at the World Championships. The reigning number 5 in the world. Ice on fire, Italia.
And we can get to perform at the championships. That is so pretty!
Italy! Oh yeah! And now, ladies and gentlemen, a team who have won 30 national championships in a row. The team with the longest continuous streak of appearances at World Championships. A 24-time World Championships competitor and the reigning number 6 at the ISU World Standing Synchronized Skating Senior. We are expecting Team Germany, Berlin 1.
Hi everyone, we are Team Berlin 1, the senior synchronized skating team from Germany. At this point, we have won 30 national championships in a row. We are incredibly excited to compete here in Salzburg. This season, our show program is Fuego, the dance of fire. It's all about passion, power, and intensity on the ice. Our free program tells the story of a chase. To be precise, chasing and being chased. With adrenaline, speed, dramatic moments, and spectacular elements like lifts, jumps, and death spark. We're ready to give it all on the ice. See you in Salzburg!
Das ist Deutschland!
Und die Chöre singen für dich. Und die Chöre singen für dich.
And ladies and gentlemen, now the world's top 3. The first team in synchronized skating history to win 3 consecutive World Championships gold medals, 2022, 2023, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Les Suprêmes from Canada.
Hi, we are Team Les Suprêmes. We're so excited to be in Austria for the Synchro World Championships. Good luck to all teams.
Super! Super! Super, super, go, go, go!
And ladies and gentlemen, the best is yet to be introduced. The reigning world silver medalists, the Wise World Champions from Helsinki, Finland, Team Unique.
Hi, we are Team Unique from Finland and we are super excited to compete at the Worlds 2026 in Salzburg.
That is Unique from Finland. And ladies and gentlemen, to wrap it up, the Finnish party, the reigning world champions, the most successful synchronized skating team in the world, winning 4 times the World Championship gold medal and 15 times a Finnish national champion. What a tight race at the last championships. And now they will start with number 22. Helsinki Rockettes, Finland.
Hi, we are Helsinki Rockettes from Finland. We can't wait to meet you all in Salzburg.
Welcome in Salzburg, the world champs!
Pidän 2 käsi kiinni juomista niinku. Ei, en mieti huomista, kun tartun tuopista niinku. Ei, on olla sekaisin ja vapa huolista niinku.
And ladies and gentlemen, to get every one of you on your feet, it's time for a very, very popular synchronized skating dance cam. Everybody in the house, let's go!
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. They have everything for your men to enjoy. You can hang out with all the boys. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You can get yourself clean. You can have a good meal. You can do whatever you feel.
And ladies and gentlemen, if the world's best will be on the ice of Salzburg, do you have your mobile phone with you? Do you have your mobile phone with you? Turn on your lights, guys. Turn on your lights, and we switch them off in the arena. Salzburg! Oh, yes. We start up. Let's move.
Lights up, lights down, lights up, lights down, lights up, lights down, lights up, lights down.
Faster! Let's go! From left to right, left to right, left, right, left, right. Yes, Salzburg! What an atmosphere! And the next starters already entered the ice. Epic moments! Epic moments!
Welcome back. Join us for the final group here in this short program of the ISU Synchronized Skating World Championships 2026. Salzburg, the venue. My name's Chris Howarth, alongside Sammy Levine to take you through this final group. Situation as we go into the final group, it's Team Nova for Canada out in front, and they've got just over 5 points in hand over the Skyliners, who are in second place. But things are going to change, and they're going to change pretty quickly here. We've got quite the lineup for you. We've got the three-time world champions coming up shortly, Les Suprêmes, Team Unique, the Helsinki Rockettes in action as well, the defending champions. They'll want a good skate if they possibly can. But out on the ice at the moment to get us underway, it's the second of the two teams from USA, team that finished on the podium last year. They won the bronze medal. They were silver medalists the year before. It's the Haydenettes. Can they possibly get on the podium here, get themselves into a position to challenge for a medal when it comes to the free? They've got to go some, haven't they, Sam?
Yeah, it'll be a big fight, but anything is possible. And they're here to put on a really good show.
Team Haydenettes.
Well, looking forward to it. The music is Crazy Train, and they're ready to go to get us underway. The final group here in this short program, it's the Haydenettes for Team USA.
Very dynamic start to the moves element. Excellent speed here. And a paralift entry into the synchronized skating spin. Just completing the complex pattern, the angle intersection. And they're through. Just look at the unison, the musicality with every step. Excellent shape here. Fall right there at the end.
Oh, what a shame! It was a huge performance up until that final second there. from the Haydenettes.
It really was excellent. This is synchronized skating in its highest form and an excellent example of what it can look like. I hope they feel so proud of themselves and what they put out here tonight.
Well, I tell you what, they've never got over 80 points. They've never got 80 points. They're going to be mighty close with that performance, I'm sure of it. 79.21 is their season's best score, and that's a personal best. But I've got to say, I have never seen them better. The unison between them, the way they attacked the program, and the speed, the way they started. This was so impressive. The amount of ice coverage they had was phenomenal.
Truly one of their best elements, and picked up close to 3 extra GOE points for them. And enormous, that's amazing. This team has a long-standing history of excellence. What sticks out to me the most is how quiet their skating is, but not at the expense of speed. It's aggressive. They go for it every single time. It's just awesome to watch. I also thought this music choice was really strategic. It looks great on them, and it brings out a really powerful side of their skating.
It sort of hangs in the arena, doesn't it? There's an air of suspense.
Absolutely.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat. I nearly fell off a couple of times. It was so good. I really, really enjoyed that. And again, we said before that you cannot, on the TV, grasp how fast these skaters are going across the ice. But they were motoring. Always had their weight in the right part of the skate to generate maximum speed. Fabulous to watch.
They're going to be looking at really high grades of execution on every single element. Very strategic.
Yeah, just looking down, every single one of the 5 elements getting well over 2 points. That fall not on an element, which is a saving grace for them. Can they get over 80 points here? They've been close.
Team Haydenettes have earned a short program score of 79.
Oh, what a shame. They would have done if it wasn't for that fall at the end. 79.30. It's a season's best for them. It is a personal best score. They couldn't have done more. So close to that elusive 80 points, but they do lead. Well done, Haydenettes.
Das nächste Team kommt aus Italien.
So next up, a team that are riding high at the moment. They've been in great form this season. They won the Spring Cup in Sesto San Giovanni. They were runners-up in the Budapest Cup just prior to these championships. 6th last year. What now for Team Ice on Fire for Italy?
Impressive ice coverage with that. tons of variety heading into their angled intersection. An unfortunate fall, but a great recovery right back into her shape.
Well, some fantastic interpretation there. Another huge piece of music, starting with Hans Zimmer's magnificent Dune soundtrack. That fall will be costly. Of course, it was on an element, so that's going to affect them, that's for sure. But they are a very, very impressive team. There's no doubt about that. And it's a team you've got to keep your eye on. Team Ice on Fire for Italy. Shame about the fall, wasn't it?
It is. It's clear that this team prioritizes artistry and presence, musicality. I felt like their movement was nuanced in every single element. There was tons of intention on the story that they were telling. Really engaging, especially this beginning choreography.
I think when you watch these two performances back to back, it underlines just how good the Haydenettes were today.
Yeah. And highlights how difficult these elements are. They're executing really difficult features and they're balancing trying to get as high of a grade of execution as they can. There is so much for them to be thinking about. You hope that it's muscle memory at this point, but the amount of effort and intention that goes into just getting these elements competition ready it's an impressive feat.
Yeah, it's hours and hours, isn't it? Both on and off the ice.
Looks like a downgrade in their moves element, ME3.
Yeah, and it's so crucial for them, isn't it? Because the point of intersection there, they lost a level there as well.
Yeah, that angled intersection is one of the most difficult elements to execute. It has such a small margin of error and you have to be so precise.
Terrifying, I think.
Yeah.
A good description. Lovely expression, good interpretation all the way through. Really, really enjoyed it. But this is a team that have been just over 70 points this season in the Britannia Cup, where they finished in 5th place.
Team Ice on Fire have earned a short program score of 63.03.
Oh yeah, 6th place, 63.03. They would have been hoping for more than that. Remember, they were 6th in the World Championships last year, and we've still got 4 teams to go. And 4 big teams they are too. So on the ice now, the team that have won the German National Championships for the last 3 years come here on the back of a win in the Budapest Cup. And plenty of support for Team Berlin 1.
Creative phrasing here in the travel. Lots of variety. Utilizing jumps, vaults, tricks going into their angled intersection.
Hey, that was slick.
Well done.
That was so impressive. You can see it's got the thumbs up from the judges right the way across. Good GOEs on every single element. And I have to take my hat off to them and the coaching staff here, because when you compare this to the Haydenettes, this team doesn't have the skating quality of the members of the Haydenettes team and some of the teams that we're going to see. But when you take each of the elements, you look at the lines, the way they did the intersection, all those synchronized skating moves, they did them so well. Yes, not the speed, but there really was precision there.
You know, a clean, calm skate goes a long way. I felt like they looked really balanced and that they were taking their time through every element, not rushing a bit, just turning the page as they were going. This is a team that's generally strong year after year, producing high-quality programs, high-quality skaters.
I was so impressed with this.
Yeah, I thought this travel was very creative, exciting to watch. And a full call here on the angled intersection.
They're not going to, sorry, I was going to say they're not going to get the GOEs that the top teams are going to get because of the lack of speed and perhaps the depth of the edge, but goodness me, they couldn't have done more.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say their highest GOEs were for their angled intersection. That is where they had the highest amount of speed, the cleanest shapes, the most variety in their movements. Those are the kind of things that add those extra points to your score. In the short program, it is so technical. At this point in the game, all of them can expect a full tech call, so it comes down to the GOEs.
Well, really hope the judges go with this. Their season's best score is 63.05, and their personal best is 64.93. Surely they can get more than that here. I thought it was
Team Berlin 1 has earned a short program score of 68.
Oh yes, really good, 68.68, well deserved. Fourth place it is for Team Berlin. There's 3 to go, and you can see what it means to them. They could not have done any more. Well done. So now to the team that didn't win a medal last year. And it was a bit of a shocker. They're three-time the world champions. And they've been in fantastic form this year. They've got the season's highest score out of any of the teams. So hang on to your hats for the next 2 minutes or so. This is Canada's Team Les Suprêmes.
Le ciel bleu sur nous peut s'effondrer et la terre peut bien s'écrouler. Peu m'importe si tu m'aimes, je m'en fous du monde entier. Tant que l'amour inondera mes matins, tant que mon corps frémira sous tes mains.
Excellent turn quality here, great ankle pressure.
Mon amour, puisque tu m'aimes. J'irai jusqu'au bout du monde, je me ferai teindre en blonde si tu me le demandes. Oh, peut bien rire de moi, je ferai n'importe quoi si tu me le demandes.
Rapid ice coverage, excellent change of element shape.
Si un jour la vie t'arrache à moi, si tu veux que tu sois loin de moi.
Hair left entry into these beautiful spins.
Si tu m'aimes, mon amour, crois-tu qu'on
Flawless.
Just incredible.
Gosh, I don't think this could have gone any better for them. What a beautiful skate.
Yep, they've come here to Salzburg with one thing in mind, and that is to get on top of the podium again. Remember, they didn't get a medal 12 months ago. It's the start of their challenge to get back on top of the world. Team Les Suprêmes for Canada. Will they be the cream of the crop? They might well be. It's going to take some beating.
I can't imagine the pressure they were feeling, winning 3 back-to-back world championships and then disappointing finish in 4th last year. They had a lot to prove, and it was a relief. It was beautiful to watch.
It really was. It just seamless. It was almost throughout this first section as if they were tied together.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
This is the kind of skating that lets you ease your own nerves for them. You just take a deep breath and enjoy. It's clear that they've put intention in that balletic movement, and it translated really well on the ice. And I know we're here to talk about synchronized skating, but can we take a moment for the dress? Gorgeous.
Yeah, really. Every single part of that production was phenomenal.
Yeah,
Flawless.
they're looking at a full tech call, hopefully, and really strong GOEs. 3 full points of grade of execution added to their moves element, 2.8 for their spin and their intersection. They came to fight for this, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, huge grades of execution all the way through. But deserved, you know, just incredible. I love the way they attacked the program.
Absolutely. I just can't stop smiling. It was so good. It was so good.
Well, I really hope you enjoyed it and you're enjoying this. We've got 2 more teams to go, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have new leaders here. The 3-time world champions with their challenge here in this short program. And there it is, 83-24. It is the lead for them. Not a season's best score. They got 84.61 in the Lundmark Trophy, but they will take that. They've thrown down the gauntlet to the final 2 teams here.
Und nun, meine Damen und Herren, heißen Sie Finnland.
Well, there were silver medalists last year, bronze medalists back in 2023. Been in great shape. Champions from 2013. Don't rule them out. Anything could happen. There literally is nothing between these top teams, but they know they've got to be flawless. This is Team Unique from Finland. Bit of Sinead O'Connor. Prince's classic. Nothing compares to you.
It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night.
Excellent unison, speed of rotation in their spins.
Since you took your love away.
Very interesting pattern there on the travel element, not something any other team is going for. Really fought for that last whistle. Quick fall, hopefully she can get back in.
Team Unique.
Der erste von 2 Finishen teilen jetzt. Es war unfassbar knapp. Letztes Jahr bei den Weltmeisterschaften eine Entscheidung nur zwischen 1,08 Punkten zwischen den beiden finnischen Teams. Und das war jetzt die Vorstellung der Vize-Weltmeisterinnen, der amtierenden Vize-Weltmeisterin.
Yeah, that fall came at the worst possible moment as we look at some of the highlights here. For the most part, the first 3 elements were sensational, but it all fell to pieces towards the end.
You know, even the best skaters in the world fall down sometimes. It's a huge lesson for younger skaters to see. You train so hard, you have one moment, you hope it goes well for them, and you hold their hands when it doesn't. That's all you can do. I don't feel this execution tonight was a representation of what they're capable of. If anything, hopefully it lights a fire underneath them to come back and fight so hard tomorrow.
You can see that second fall as well. It really did cost them.
I do want to compliment this music, this program, the way it was composed. The shapes are seamless, and it highlights a very impressive side of their skating. It's soft, but it's powerful all the way through. It's hard to achieve.
Yeah, that transition into that moves element at the end, although they had the fall, it was beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
Yeah. So they've got a 3-point deduction for the falls. It's gonna be a killer for them. Their season's best score was 83.05 in the Britannia Cup. Gonna be nowhere near that.
Please.
Oh, I feel for them. They're not gonna like this.
Team Unique have earned a short program score of 66.16.
That's tough to take. It is 6th place for Team Unique. They came here for a medal. It's going to be tough. They've got to skate their socks off in the free.
Und nun unser letztes Team des heutigen Abends aus Finnland.
So last to go, the team that have been on the podium for the last 4 years. And last year, they finished on the top of the podium. And so to the start of the defense of their title, the incredible Helsinki Rockettes.
And dynamic start to this program. .15 extra points in the grade of execution there. 3.2. tons of speed heading into that.
Oh no! Would you believe it?
Their blades just click together. Excellent element to finish off with. Rapid ice coverage, very dramatic.
Well, they ended as they started, but there was that crucial mistake in the middle of the program. A phenomenal team. There is no doubt about it, and the start of the defense of their title, it didn't go according to plan, to be honest, but how crucial will that mistake be?
They'll take a hit for that, for sure. That's why we compete. We go out here, we do the best we can in the moment. I thought this program was sharp, it's dramatic, it's opera, it was beautiful and powerful, and they fought really hard for that.
Yeah, had an incredible season so far. They finished in second place in every single event they've done this season. Loved the way that even though they made the mistake, their heads didn't drop, did they? They kept pushing towards the end of the program.
They are professionals in this. They're seasoned and they know what to do when they make a mistake. They did. They reset. They kept going. They grabbed as many points as they can. It takes all 16 of you out there to reset and stay strong. And it's a huge testament to their skating ability. This moves element, I thought, was their strongest element of the night, grabbing 3.2 extra GOE points. That's amazing.
Well, this team's had an incredible history at the World Championships. 4 times the champions, been on the podium 14 times.
They are known for their commitment. They go out there, they go all out.
There you can see, look, there is just no margin for error on that interception. She's out there with him.
She's a true coach.
Speed across the ice was phenomenal.
And so dramatic in their performance. You can't take your eyes off them.
No.
And they train like that. Every time they step on the ice, practice or competition, this is what it looks like. And that's why they execute it that way. That's their muscle memory.
Yeah, that drama, that passion, that energy is oozing out of their pores, isn't it?
The scores.
So what do they need? They need 83.25 to go into the lead. They're not going to do that. But remember, they lost 2 points. They lost on the JOE on that element with the fall. They want to be in the mix. Oh, 72.44. It's 4th place. Ouch. Defending champions have got some work to do, but what an afternoon of synchronized skating it's been. And it will be fascinating, that's for sure, tomorrow in the free. It's still all to play for. So that's how it finishes on the short program. Team Les Suprêmes for Canada out in front. Well done, the Haydenettes in second place. They were stunning today. Team Nova in third for Canada. And then the Helsinki Rockettes, the Skyliners in 5th place, and Team Berlin, who did so well in 6th place as well. That's the situation further down. It has been a sensational start to these World Championships. Remember, if you enjoyed that, there's more tomorrow. Your thoughts, Sammy? Wasn't that fun?
Certainly an exciting event. I'm excited for Team Les Supremes. They created a really comfortable gap for them to come out tomorrow. The short program is so technical. You have to grab every single point you can. There's more room to make up for it in the free skate tomorrow. So I'm excited to see which teams come back and really fight for it.
I'll tell you what, I've got to say, I was so impressed with the Haydenettes. They
Absolutely.
skated their socks off out there.
Excellent skate from them tonight.
Team Nova did well. Did some really, really good performances.
What do you say about the results?
Well,
But I've got to say, the Rockettes have really got some work to do.
But also some unfortunate ones. I always hope as a coach that everybody skates clean, shows their best. Today, we didn't see that.
And no Finnish team in the top 3, something I guess never bet before the competition.
Oh yeah, that was just so unfortunate for both teams. But I'm hoping they'll skate very well tomorrow, really have the fighting attitude.
Are there any details you have recognized? Because in the practice sessions, they were very constant, performing every day, every single performance, really.
So a chance now to recap on some of the highlights of the top 3. In 3rd place, Team Nova for Canada. Amazing, isn't it? The Canadians have got 2 teams in the top 3.
Yeah, I'm so happy for them. They've worked so hard for this. A strong skate, it goes a long way. They should be proud of themselves.
Yeah, Team Nova finished in 5th place the last couple of years, but they've been very, very strong this season, and they kept the momentum going, that's for sure. In 2nd place, I've got to say this is as good a short program as I've seen from this team in recent years. The Haydenettes in tip-top form, bronze medalist last year. They're going to go into the free, lying in 2nd place.
This program is so dynamic. They're leaving it as strong as possible, and this is how we'll remember it. It's great.
It really was a phenomenal skate from them. But out in front, they were supreme. Team Les Supremes, the leaders, the 3-time champions. Didn't win a medal 12 months ago, but goodness me, they're going to be tough to beat here in Salzburg.
I'm sure they're going to be feeling really confident going into tomorrow. They'll have to stay grounded and balanced and together to handle that kind of pressure.
And you sense they can handle it. They're prepared, aren't they? They've been trained for this.
I think if you win 3 world championships, you probably can handle it.
Well, if you enjoyed that, there's more coming up tomorrow. Of course, the free, we'll see where the medals go. All that coming up 3 o'clock local time tomorrow. And we're going to get a glimpse of the Synchronized 9 as well. More about that tomorrow, but it's going to be a great day of synchronized skating. I hope you can join us for that. But for now, from myself, Chris Howard, and Sammy Levine from Salzburg, goodbye.